Well, good afternoon, Eastern Time. I'm Don Moss with College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences at Saybrook University. And today I will be presenting on the theme Gelassenheit, or letting be. And I'll give a little bit of background to that. Back in the 1970s and 80s, I spent a significant amount of time studying the German Rhineland mystics. I even published an article and a book chapter on Johannes Tauler, one of those mystics. And Gelassenheit was a theme, and I'll get to that theme and what it means in just a moment. So that's the theme of our meditation today. First, some 20th century authors. Carl Jung wrote that hurry is not of the devil, hurry is the devil. And hurry seems to be one of the illnesses of our time, that we hasten through life to such an extent that we miss it, that it's a blur, like driving too fast on an interstate and missing a beautiful landscape. Hermann Hesse, who wrote one of my favorite books, The Journey to the East, said, "Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go." So that is Hermann Hesse's take on letting go. So our theme is Gelassenheit, which means letting be, letting go, allowing, serenity, tranquility, simplicity, and some would say it means waiting, waiting upon what unfolds. Gelassenheit is a German word which dates back to the Rhineland mystics. These were Christian mystics of the 13th and 14th century, especially Meister Eckhart and Johannes Tauler. Eckhart spoke of true detachment, a releasing of all of our own willful beliefs, judgments, and assumptions. So this was a kind of medieval mindfulness. Eckhart was later tried for heresy because he seemed to be saying that the spirit was within the human person. I think today that we would be widely accepting that we encounter the spirit within ourselves as well as within others. Many spiritual traditions in Christianity, including the Amish, continued this theme of Gelassenheit, or letting go. For some of them, it meant that letting go is a surrender of personal will in an acceptance of God's will. I live in an area with a large number of Amish, but also Mennonites. And in these traditions, the word Gelassenheit is still used, the German word, and they mean a quiet waiting upon what unfolds. And much of their life consists of this quiet waiting upon what unfolds. Now, in the 20th century, the German existential philosopher Martin Heidegger brought this word up again. He took the word from Eckhart, but he gave it a contemporary meaning. Heidegger said that Gelassenheit describes a kind of meditative thinking, an openness, a receptivity, which is an antidote to the calculative thinking of technology and of the present age. He wrote a beautiful little book. In German, it's called Gelassenheit. In English, it's available as Conversation on a Country Path About Thinking. In that book, he described Gelassenheit as a yielding to being as it presents itself. Or he portrayed it as a holding space for being, allowing the presence of being into our awareness. So I'm going to invite each of you at this time to begin to breathe gently, setting aside any haste, any busyness of the day, any deadlines, any agendas. Let us now in this moment breathe gently together. Let us hold space for being. Let us practice letting be. And as we do that, Allow your breathing to continue gently, smoothly, evenly from the diaphragm, breathing mindfully, allowing your awareness to follow your breathing, allowing yourself to become aware of trends in your life, situations in your life that draw you off course, where you would like to let go, let be, where you would like to cultivate more often a sense of mindfully surrendering. Breathing gently, breathing smoothly, evenly, and practicing in your awareness, letting be. And there may even be troublesome situations that you would like to accept and let be. Letting go of some of the frustration that they are not different than they are. Sometimes when we mindfully accept something troublesome, it morphs, it transforms, and becomes less troublesome. Other times in life, we find we really are off course, and we redirect, and we accept that redirection, and we let go of what was holding us in a way that is no longer comfortable. Breathing gently, breathing slowly. And if you're distracted by the timelines and pressures of the day, accept that, let it be, and draw yourself back to your breathing and to this theme of letting be. And allow yourself to be aware of what it means in this moment to hold space for being. What does it mean for you in this moment to hold space for being? What is it that is presenting, entering your horizon? What is unfolding for you? Sometimes that means recognizing and allowing the dawning of something new, something that has been nagging at the edge of awareness and yet seems to be moving into the center of our lives. And we have been too busy to even feel it coming. And letting that be. Waiting upon what is new, accepting what is already there. This combination, letting be, letting go, surrendering, waiting upon. Meanwhile, breathing slowly, breathing in and out. Breathing gently, allowing yourself these minutes together. And simply following your awareness and noticing what has emerged in these minutes together. A great deal of emphasis in existential and humanistic thought has been on the will, the project, the existential project, striving. But there's another emphasis equally old from the beginning of letting be, letting go, allowing being to unfold within us and around us, in those we love, sometimes even in those we can barely tolerate. Breathing gently, breathing slowly, breathing smoothly, allowing this moment, allowing this moment. I think of John Lennon. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Continuing to breathe gently. That for each of us too, there will be answers and there will be new questions. Our minds, our bodies open in this moment of quiet, of stillness. And I think of another 20th century hero, Charlie Chaplin, who made the movie Modern Times, in which the individual Chaplin was ground up in the gears of technology. We invite each of you to carry this letting go, this releasement, this serene and ready waiting into the coming busyness of life, but also to catch yourself when life is most busy, and to have this image of Chaplin ground into the gears and ask yourself, can I step aside from this busyness and make space in this day for being? And maybe some of the being will take you back into that technology, and maybe it will not. Allow this Gelassenheit, this releasement, this surrender, this waiting, to dull the edges of the frantic for you. Continuing to breathe gently. Your mind, your body, quiet, still. Your heart, your awareness, still. Waiting upon whatever manifests in this few minutes we spend together. And now I thank you for allowing me to spend these minutes with you, suggesting this theme of Gelassenheit, letting go, letting be, surrender, waiting. And as your eyes begin to open, as you begin to refocus, you might acknowledge that you and the people gathered here in this shared space are in a meditative state. You may choose not to speak for now, or if you speak, to speak from your experience and not in ways that would take others out of their experience. Can we remain just a moment longer with a sense of presence to our own and others' experiences? That would be a fruit of practice. And now ending the recording.